There was a little lamb in the story about the three goats, or the goat family, as told by another storyteller. It's well known. The story about the goats, that is. But the story about the lamb that preceded the goats, that is not as well known. You see, in the pre-dawn hours, before the goats would arrive, there was a little lamb that had consistently gone out in the early mornings to talk to the Creator. And it had passed a few times by the bridge, but this morning it decided to cross the bridge. And Lamb's vision not being the same as a troll's, he didn't see the trolls sitting on the side of the bridge. And the troll was actually quite clever. They're not dumb creatures, they're just mean and nasty, and have a voracious appetite. So the little lamb went across the bridge, and the troll saw it, so it just kind of hid by one of the posts, and reached out and grabbed the little lamb before it had a chance. It says, "I'm going to eat you for breakfast." "Well, I'm going to eat you before breakfast." And the little lamb says, "You really don't want to do that." Which, if you know trolls, is going to get them all upset, because you don't tell trolls what to do. But at the same time, it controls the troll's behavior, right? So the lamb had already started pushing the troll's buttons. And the troll looked at him and says, "Don't tell me what to do. I'll do whatever I want." And the lamb looked at him and said, "Well, let me rephrase that then. Are you sure you want to eat me? 'Cause I'll make a noise, and there'll be blood on the bridge before the rest of the flock gets here, and before the big goats get here. And do you really want to have just a little morsel and give up your opportunities for bigger food?" Now, if you know trolls, if you start questioning them, then that's their weak spot. So the old troll brain had to figure it out, because part of him was already mad. Another part of him was hungry, because he hadn't eaten in a couple days. But now he had to stop and think about it, because to be clever, you have to think some. So he thought about it. He says, "Well, no, I really don't want to miss out on other food. So I'll just hop off the bridge here, and I'll eat you down by the stream there, and I'll wash everything off, and nobody will know. What do you think about that, Mr. Lamb?" And the lamb looked at him, "But when you do that, you'll make all this noise, and the shepherd's not far behind." And the troll looked at him, "Well, if the shepherd's not far behind, why don't you say something right now?" And the little lamb said, "Well, I'm not here to get you killed. I mean, if you let me go, then I'll go on my way, and everybody else can deal with you when they get to you. But if you try and hurt me, then I'll scream, and I'll make that horrible noise, and then the shepherd will come, and he'll see you, and he'll just kill you." Again, he had this reasoning with the troll, and his limited brain is trying to figure this all out amidst his hunger. And so the troll thought, "Well, what benefit really is it then?" And the lamb says, I don't see any. I'm not that big of a meal. If you jump down, you'll make noise. I don't see a benefit for you. If you let me go, then I just continue off the bridge and He goes, but you could holler and tell somebody. No, but in exchange for you letting me go, I won't say anything. And then everybody else has their opportunity and their choice, and you have your choice, right? And the troll thought, well, that's fair. That's fair. I think I'll do that. But the lamb, trying to be kind, he says, but you know something, Mr. Troll? If you don't mind me sharing some information with you. And the troll says, what kind of information? The lamb says, it's about food. Now trolls, they like their food. And the lamb tweaked his interest. It's a new source of food. Really? Said the troll. What's new? Well, have you tried the fish in the stream? He goes, I can't catch the fish. They're too fast. Have you tried the crayfish? No, I eat them. They just don't taste good. Have you tried all of the weeds? He goes, who eats plants? Sheep eat plants. He goes, I'm a carnivore. But did you know that the protein in the plants is the same protein in the animals, in the meat? And the troll says, I didn't know that. He goes, how much plant do you have to eat to get the same as I would eat you? He goes, well, a couple platefuls. The troll thought, well, I can get a whole lot more protein just by eating a few animals then, and I don't have to spend all my time eating plants. And the lamb says, but there's more to it. You get vitamins and minerals if you eat the plants too. He goes, but what about all the special flavors in that? Well, you got to get used to plant flavors. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm an old troll. I'm used to beef and lamb and goat, whatever else comes along. Little ducky swimming. Lamb thought, well, there's crickets and grasshoppers in there too. That's some protein. That's a new flavor. He goes, well, that's true. I really haven't eaten grasshopper before. That would be new. He goes, but I'm hungry and I'm greedy and I know how to catch goats. They're not so bright. And the lamb, he continued reasoning about, well, you could build a little barricade and a little thing to catch the fish. And he goes, oh, that's too much work. Oh, that's all too much work. I got to eat too many plants, It's just too much work. He goes, but you would get exercise then, and that would be good for you. Oh, exercise is overrated. And besides, I'd have to leave my bridge. I like my bridge. And the lamb, but if you go down the stream, you'll go into the forest, and then there's more choices for food, more plants. There's different animals too. You see, the lamb was trying to get him away from the bridge where all the domesticated animals had to cross. And the troll thought of me. He says, you're tricking me, aren't you? Lamb says, no, I'm just giving you more information. He goes, if I do all that, I'll end up in the woods. And there's bears in the woods. And they're bigger than me. Yeah, but you can avoid the bears. He goes, no, I like staying out here where I'm the biggest and I'm the meanest. Okay, well, there's honey in the woods too. I mean, if you go there in the daytime when it's hot out, you might be able to find the honey. And there's plenty of plants and there's some shade. You wouldn't always just be under your same old bridge. Oh, this was just way too much information for the troll. He says, oh, stop. That's just too much information, and I'm terribly hungry. Why don't you get along now? And so the lamb finished his trek across the bridge. And the troll went back to his reasoning and his greedy little thoughts about goats and other big animals to eat.